Bye. Hi,
Yeah.
Laurent. Hi, Laurent.
Hi, hi. Hello.
We
Okay.
met earlier.
Laurent is Societe Generale Security Services Head of Innovation, and his topic is about tokenization of capital market. Laurent, the stage is yours. Go ahead.
Hello. So, good morning, good afternoon. Hello, world. So, I'm Laurent Marocchini. I'm Head of Innovation for Societe Generale Securities Services. As you can see behind me, I'm based in Luxembourg, a very small country, small and smart country, I would say. I'm also blockchain leader for Societe Generale and also president of different associations in Luxembourg at ALFI, so Association Luxembourgeoise des Fonds d'Investissement, so the investment fund industry, and also I'm president of a task force for issuing some recommendation to the Ministry of Finance in Luxembourg. I'm part of a Societe Generale group, so blockchain is not a new topic for us, and we are part of the journey since 2014, I would say, and we have made experimentation in mainly 5 sectors: in the trade finance, so in the capital markets trading, in the digital identity, also in the payment, cross-border payment, and also in the insurance. So let's go directly to the topic because I have only 15 minutes today. So why tokenization matters in the capital markets? So in terms of observation, we still have a settlement risk. It's still very costly with a high number of reconciliation, a high number of stakeholders. You are talking about depository bank, custody, sub-custody, Nostro Bank, etc., etc. So still a lot of stakeholders, so a lot of database to do reconciliation. Settlement type for transaction, yes, indeed. This morning I was part of another forum with Banque de France, so in France, and somebody said, I don't understand why we are able to do delivery versus payment, a physical delivery versus payment with Amazon in 1 hour in Paris, whereas globally in the world, the DVP is still 2 days. So it's not yet possible, and still a lack of transparency. So tokenization will bring in the table a lot of interesting benefits. The first one, and I would say it will be the most interesting for the financial industry, is the cost reduction. And if you take the first survey in 2015, 2016, tokenization and blockchain as a whole can do savings of about 20 billions in the infrastructure. So cost reduction, transformation of the post-trade and market infrastructure with a common operating standards. So indeed, with tokenization, we are near the real-time settlement and not the T+2. Greater, and we will improve the liquidity due mainly to the fractional ownership. With crypto assets and with Istio in the secondary market, we can move to 24 hours, 7 days trading. And one of the key elements of the blockchain, and it's not only for the capital market, is more transparency to the auditor. If you give a node of a blockchain to the auditor, it will improve the way they do the audit, to the regulators, but also to the investors, to the issuer, and so on. So to the different key stakeholders. A lot of things has been done. Here you can see the different taxonomy which has been agreed at, I would say, at the world level, at the European level. But a lot of things has been done. So since 12 years time, we started the journey mainly with the payment token, Bitcoin, and so on. After we moved to the utility token with the famous ICO, so initial coin offering between 2016-17 to 2019. So today also we still have a lot of ICO, but a high number of speculation. But what is very interesting, and this is where we will have the full adoption of the financial industry and with the institutional investors, is the move to the security token. because it's a fully regulated securities environment. So tokenization, what can be tokenization? Is it a new Eldorado? So you have a lot of study around the tokenization. And if we take the famous one of the World Economic Forum, 10% of the GDP can be tokenized in 2027. This is a potential market of 24 trillion of US dollar. We can tokenize what we want to tokenize, but indeed we need to have a market, we need to have the benefits. Sometimes you have no benefit to tokenize a different product. Obviously, the one which is the most eligible to the tokenization is, of course, the equity, so the listed and the unlisted equities. They are the one who are the most eligible to the tokenization. The bonds, and we will see in different examples, and in Société Générale, we do a lot of things in the tokenization of bonds. The real estate and the fund industry are definitely candidate for tokenization. We've already some use cases in the fund industry. You see business, funds DLT, fund admin chain. So we see different initiatives that are already live in the tokenization, and new companies are coming also in this sector. And also in terms of real estate, you have seen some projects that are live also. They have already tokenized some real estate in Paris, in London, in Berlin, in Zurich, in also Geneva, in Singapore, and so on. So all around the world. So tokenization, definitely a key topic that will impact the world and the capital markets. So when we are talking about tokenization, indeed, we see the value chains that are going to change in the different stages. The first one is the primary market. So the primary market, we will see new issuance platform and new ecosystem player. So it's definitely a new distribution channel for the issuer, and for the investor, a new way to invest in the future. So we have seen different companies entering in this stage, and I will show you in my last slide what we have done in Société Générale in a bond issuance. But it's already reality with the World Bank, with the Bank of Thailand, with also different other private banks that have done a lot of things in this primary market. So a new way to raise money, to issue bonds, to issue equity, and so on. The secondary market, like the trading, will see new player, new digital exchange. We already have seen new digital exchange in the crypto exchange since now 10, 12 years old. But the stock exchange of today will see its role changing in the future. That's why we see the different stock exchange around the world investing in different startups and working to add the security token offering in the catalog of the different stock exchange in the future. So it will bring new liquidity, new products, and also trading opportunities, like I said just before, in the 24/7 trading opportunities. The post-trade is definitely a key topic for the capital market. This is where we see a high number of stakeholders. It's a very costly process, even if a lot of things has been done since years, a lot of improvement has been done, but this is definitely a key topic in the future. Yes, indeed, we are currently having a strong look to what has been done and to what will be done, because it has been postponed due to the coronavirus to 2021 in Australia, because they are going to change the ASX system, clearing and settlement system. So we will see what's going on in this field, and it's a very, I would say, if everything is working next year, I believe that the other post-trade system around the world will continue in this field. The last one, and obviously is also a key topic, is the digital custody. Digital custody is something new. It's not the traditional custody. The traditional custody will still exist in the future because we still have fiat, we still have US dollar, we still pay people the pension in US dollar, in euro, in GBP. So the custody will still exist, but we will have a new way and techniques to safekeep the token, so the digital custody, with the creation of new services. This is where we are going to talk about hot storage, cold storage, and also new methods to safekeep the tokens. It's definitely a key topic, and this is where we will talk a lot about cyber security. So also in this field, we will have we have seen a high number of new startups working on different techniques to ensure the security of the different tokens. So the financial industry is also working on this topic, but it will also take time. One of the key points is definitely the digital currency. And as said Bill Gates, the future of money is digital currency. Christine Lagarde said 2 weeks ago, we need to be ready for a DigiEuro. Indeed, in the blockchain, we see that it works very well for any traditional assets, for securities, for bonds, but we need to have the solution for the cash, because with the cryptocurrency as we have with Bitcoin, indeed, we cannot do delivery versus payment with Bitcoin. But obviously, with a settlement coin, with DigiEuro, DigiDollar, DigiYuan, it will ease the process. And it's a key topic today. And when we see what has been done with the experimentation with Banque de France, with the DigiEuro, with the different projects in China, we believe that the wholesale CBDC will definitely be a catalyst for tokenization of the asset. There is also the retail coin. We have seen different experimentation and also different projects like Libra, and but we believe that it will take more time in the retail coin rather to the wholesale, where we have limited number of people that works on project, and it can go faster to the market. So it can bring also a high opportunity to the market more globally. And at the end, just a slide to show and explain what has been done in Société Générale. So in 2019, we have issued a bond with a bond of 100 million in a public blockchain Ethereum, just to say that indeed it is possible to issue a bond in a public blockchain. The code has been audited, and 1 year after, we have done a similar operation, 40 millions issuing in a public blockchain Ethereum, but in this case, we have done delivery versus payment with Banque de France Eurosystem, as you can see in this slide. So 40 millions, the code is audited in a public blockchain Ethereum, and I would say it's only the beginning of the story of tokenization. Now we will see to enlarge also the possibility to have external investors, so external issuer, external investor, and also still work on the CBDC and settlement coin to ensure the efficiency of the blockchain. And that's it for me. I don't know if I can have a question.
Yeah. We're here.
Yeah.
Just to share your screen. Yeah, maybe some question to you personally. You know, Laurent, as today is it possible to unshare the screen?
Yeah.
Please.
Did you see the screen?
Yes, I see the screen. I want to see you personally. Just unshare it. Stop it.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry.
Lauren, yeah, finally, maybe I have one question to you. What's specially happens on your side? I'm talking about Paris. Am I right? You're there?
Yeah.
Okay. Just all world is, I don't know, is somehow face new kind of technologies. We're calling about DeFi services. Just your couple of thoughts about that. What do you think about, and what's happening on your side?
So regarding DeFi, so
Yeah.
decentralized finance.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I see a lot of interesting things, interesting products. It's amazing what we see in the DeFi. I would say it's like in the financial industry, we are very focused on STO for the moment. I do not believe that it's a field where the financial industry will go in a couple of months, in a couple of years, mainly due to the fact that it's very decentralized and where we need to find we need to find our role in the DeFi in the future. But definitely, yeah,
Okay, perfect. Lauren, thank you for your time. My pleasure to have you here on stage. We have to go to the little bit break. Yes. Tune with us. Just stay tuned. We are going to back soon, very early. See you.
See you. Have a good day.
Okay.